Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and right now I want to go over Rocket Companies, ticker symbol RKT. So we had a crazy day today in Rocket, and I want to explain to you guys exactly what happened and what could potentially be a good opportunity to buy some put options. So the first thing I want to go over is on this website called highshortinterest.com. So this will give you all of the companies with the highest amount of short interest in percentage. And so you can see right here, the fourth one on this list is Rocket Companies with a short interest of about 35%. And so right now we're looking at RKT on the daily time frame, and we were up 72% today. So we had an absolutely crazy day. We had a short squeeze today, and today was a very opportunistic day to buy put options, in my opinion. I'm going to tell you guys why. So at a quick glance, you can see a huge gap to fill right here to about $24.30. And that is the big gap, and that is where I would be buying my put options with a strike price that is around that range. And so I have a Twitter where I did mention out a put option that I was looking at, and it was a $26 strike price with a premium of about $1.40. And so if you even look a little bit further, we have another gap here to fill at around 21.08. And now that gap is a little bit smaller, and so that may take a lot longer to fill. But if we see this gap fill in the short term, which we are more than likely to, because this is a major gap, this is not something that is small. And also, if you look at it, a lot of shorts got burned today. So those guys who are still holding this position are going to be wrestling as hard as they can to bring this price down so that they can cover at a cheaper price. And so anytime you see that extraordinary run on the first day, don't be buying call options for the second, because the game has already been played and won by those people who bought the calls a day earlier. So if you're looking at RKT, you have minimal upside here on RKT in the short term until this gap is filled. And so we have seen a similar theme with stocks like AMC that have that squeeze. They go down a bunch, they go back up a bunch, and they have a lot of volatility, but then the dust eventually does settle and all of the gaps on the chart do fill. And so I am not saying that the stock's not going to be volatile, because I think it is going to be absolutely crazy these next couple days, and there will be a lot of opportunities to make some swing trades on this specific stock. But in the medium term, the 1 and 2 months coming up, this gap will get filled. And so this is just a pattern that I have on RKT. So we were, since our IPO, trading in this wedge. I remember tracking this from its IPO. We had earnings. The day after earnings, we absolutely collapsed, and then we were just trading sideways until our most recent earnings, in which right here, I was about to pull the trigger on call options, but I did end up buying a different position instead. And obviously, if I bought those call options, it would have been a better investment, but you miss out on some opportunities, and that's just the name of the game. But we had a nice earnings report, and then we just kind of had a crazy short squeeze in RKT. And so if we look at our RSI, we're extremely overbought. We're at a 91 RSI. So we are expecting this to cool down. Those of you who are thinking about maybe another squeeze coming, the squeeze has happened. A lot of shorts have covered their position. Tomorrow is going to be a crazy day, because those who have yet to sell their position are going to try to manipulate the price as low as they can to potentially cover at a lower price. And so because tomorrow is only going to be a Wednesday, weekly options expire on Friday. This is going to be a battle for the next 3 days here in RKT. And so I would say get put options that are going to be 2-3 weeks out from now, potentially even a month out from now, like April. And that will give you the best opportunity to almost guarantee a win. And so if you bought any put options today that expire in April, I think you are going to make a ton of money on this in the short term. And so this is my quick little update here on RKT. I was watching this stock last week and just kind of seeing how it played through. I did not expect a short squeeze to happen like this, but it did happen. And so now I just wanted to update all of you. Do not get trapped into buying this stock right now, because this gap has to fill in the short term. Long term, RKT could be a really great buy, but before that happens, we need our chart to look a lot better, and these gaps do need to get filled. And so in the short term, we are extremely bearish right now on RKT until these gaps fill. And so if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs, so if you made it to this point, feel free to hit that subscription button. This is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I will see you guys in the next one.